Hi.
Just touching on your goalkeeper situation, I mean, have you seen a reaction even from Aaron already out there?
Very positive. The way I see them training, I saw a training session they did the other day. It was fantastic. I think the connection that they have straight away is really good. But this is something that doesn't surprise me. This is what I expect from players. It's the same that I expect when I brought Declan. What is the reaction? Hopefully, really, really positive, because the team wants to be better. If that's the reaction, the team doesn't want to be better, then I will be worried. Then we haven't created an environment that we want at this club.
So, I mean, you have actually, what you're saying there is you have the confidence already in the way that the atmosphere within the squad, that they will accept competition and it drives them on. I mean, is that a gamble you have to take and look at in a squad when you've got...
It's not a gamble, it's a necessity. There is no another way. Because when we were here last season saying, but the difference between tier 1 and what you call tier 2 players is too big. Yeah, then how do you resolve it? You know, we can bring excellent players from the academy. That's unfortunately today we don't have somebody so ready to make that step. Hopefully we had 7, again, generation that we had in the past to do that, and we don't have to go in the market. But we have to create that environment. It's not a competition. It's to raise the level and the demands that we're going to be facing and the football is facing. When you see the other squads, you said, 2 very good goalkeepers. There are teams that spend 80 million, 60 million, 85 million on goalkeepers. You know, so what does that mean? You know, so we want to do it in our own way, you know, and I'm extremely happy with the squad that we are building. And we're going to keep building a better squad. That's what the game is going to require. And that was the Premier League, the Champions League is going to require. It's very simple.
Yeah, and just on Roy Hodgson, obviously, seems to go on forever. Can you ever envisage yourself in the dugout at that age?
Hats off. I told him personally last week when I saw him, and it's not only what he's done, it's how he does it. You know, he's so natural. You know, it's still so humble and so intelligent, and the way he manages the team, the results that he's having, is just excellent. I think it's somebody to look very, very closely of how he's done it, because it's amazing what he's done.
And I think he showed he could take people on in the dugout as well, didn't he, last weekend? Even at his age, so quite a small area. Are you going to just keep it in a little technical area? I mean, how have you found it?
I cannot promise. I will try my best.
Okay. Thank you.
Mikel, to ask you a bit about Declan, one of the features of the game last week was you could see him right from the start shouting for the ball from his teammates and not always getting it. Have the Arsenal players got to learn that they've now got a player like Declan Rice there and to use him more? But does he also have to accept that it's different to West Ham? It's not like where he has to do a lot of different jobs. He's got to sort of focus on what his job at Arsenal is rather than trying to do everything as he might have done at West Ham.
Yeah, but I think that's the willingness that you want for the players, that they have this activity, this demand, and they want to really be affecting the game constantly. It is different, you know. Our style is different to West Ham's, and what we want from that position, it's different, but I think he's adapting very well.
When obviously it was at that time, it was the biggest fee between two Premier League clubs. It no longer is for midfielders. I mean, when you look at him and the man experience that he's got, could even that fee look like being a bargain? Because Lavia has had half an injury-affected season. Caicedo's only had 1 full season in the Premier League, and yet Declan Rice has had 4, 5, 6. Could it be a bargain?
For me, the price and that word cannot go together. You know, unfortunately, we are really happy to have him. I think we made a huge effort as a club, which I'm very grateful to have him here, and we have to be very respectful of that and mindful of that. And then he has many years to prove that he's going to have the impact that we all believe he will have.
James.
Hi, Dylan. Going back to Roy, to where your admiration for him. How would you fancy speak to him after the game on Monday about his longevity, the secrets to how he keeps going, and what advice he'd probably give?
Yeah, I have spoken to him a few times, and if we are invited, for sure, we would have a drink together, because it's always fascinating to listen to him, as well to listen to the people that has been alongside him for a long time as well, because that's the ones that they know him as well really well, and probably he won't tell that much on the day. But yeah, if we can, we will spend some time.
And we talked a bit about player welfare and now games there. There's a lot of games managers want to manage. How do you stay cool, calm, and how do you keep your mental health intact throughout a whole season, considering how stressful it can get, especially last?
It is demanding for everybody, but our physical demands are very different to the players. You know, it's more, as you said, it's about keeping fresh and keeping clarity and having the right energy levels for match day, which is really, really important as well. And that's something that I think we all managers talk about and discuss and try to improve.
Okay, we'll now go to Sunday 10:30. Sunday 10:30.